Happy New Year and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, January 3rd, 2020. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The year 2020 promises to be more exciting and productive than the year that has passed, so noted Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, in his New Year address.
In 2020, we shall witness the start of Phase 2 of the road rehabilitation project from cliff dwellers to camps, completion of Phase 2 of the Craddock Road, Bath Road and Brownhill Road rehabilitation projects, the operationalization of the CCTV Command Center, commencement of construction on the TVET project at both high schools in Nevis, the construction of 62 affordable homes across the island. We shall continue to improve upon all of the gains that we have made over the years. We shall continue to provide greater social protection for our people, especially our children, our elderly, and our women. We shall continue to offer scholarships and assistance for our youth to develop and qualify themselves. We shall continue to offer skills training and seed financing for our youth and our women to convert their ideas and energies into economic enterprises. As a caring and people-centered government, we shall continue to improve upon our education system and healthcare and provide affordable housing for all.
Premier Brantley urged all to raise the level of national discourse.
I implore us to season our comments with kindness, respect, and love. Let us value each other, and let us commit ourselves to being our brother's keeper. Let us pledge to solve our issues and misunderstandings in a social and political environment characterized by empathy and tolerance. I sincerely hope that 2020 will prove to be a peaceful, productive, and prosperous year for all of us. On behalf of the Nevis Island Administration, I wish you and your family a happy new year, and may Jehovah God continue to guide and bless our island and our nation.
Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II has approved the 2020 New Year honours for 4 citizens of the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis, Companion of the Most Distinguished Order of St. Michael and St. George, CMG, to Josephine Huggins for Distinguished Public Service. Huggins is presently the Cabinet Secretary, the first female Cabinet Secretary. She served for many years as a public servant both in St. Kitts and Nevis and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, including service as a Customs and Excise Officer and Assistant Comptroller of Income Tax. Huggins has had an illustrious career in entrepreneurship and also served as Chair of the Police and Public Service Commissions. Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire OBE, to her honor Hyleta Liebert for her contribution to public service. Liebert, who is presently the Deputy Governor General for Nevis, previously served as an educator whose career spanned more than 39 years in the field. She is a former Principal Education Officer, Head Teacher, and Classroom Teacher. She also served as a church school teacher, Youth Choir Director, and Youth Fellowship Leader. Member of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, MBE, to Dr. Leroy Richardson for his contribution to medical services. Dr. Richardson has been in private practice since 1986. He served as District Medical Officer from 1986 to 1996, Medical Officer at Mary Charles Hospital in St. Kitts, and Medical Officer of Her Majesty's Prison and the Cardin Home from 1996 to 2007. Member of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, MBE, to Dr. Arnaldo Bailey for his contribution to the banking and financial sector. Dr. Bailey is a former CEO of Eastern Caribbean Institutional Banking and Financial Services. A career banker, Dr. Bailey has more than 45 years in the field of banking and finance and is presently Director and Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors of the St. Kitts, Nevis and Gwilla National Bank. Junior Minister of Health, the Honourable Hazel Brandy Williams, recently paid tribute to the memory of the late Lee Paris Cambridge. The founder of Pink Lily Cancer Care passed away on December 1st, 2019, having battled cancer for a number of years.
When I learned of the passing of Mrs. Lee Paris Cambridge, I was truly saddened. And I think the whole of Nevis with me share that same sentiment. From a bad situation, she became an advocate for cancer care for the entire Nevis, and for all families near and wide who were affected by cancer. Lee was a true fighter. She was a true advocate for health care, for wellness. She played an integral part in the lives of many, and she would have touched the lives of many with her very positive demeanor. It was indeed contagious, and it did well for a number of persons who were suffering in that regard.
During the 2020 budget debate, the health minister requested a moment of silence in memory of Lee Paris Cambridge.
She has fought a good fight. She has finished the race, and now she must rest.
The body of the late Lee Paris Cambridge was laid to rest today following a private funeral attended by her immediate and church family in England. Today, many persons and organizations across Nevis, including Premier, the Honorable Mark Brantley, and the Health Promotion Unit, wore pink to honor her memory and shared their tributes via social media. Still to come.
In order to facilitate this program, while still pursuing the school's curriculum, it will be necessary to construct a number of temporary classrooms to relocate the students of both technical wings.
The details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. NNC.
Welcome back. $33.1 million of the Nevis Island Administration's 2020 budget has been allocated to the Ministry of Education. Premier and the Minister of Finance, the Honorable Mark Brantley, who is also the substantive Minister of Education, says included in that amount are funds for the execution of work under the Caribbean Development Bank Technical and Vocational Education and Training TVET Enhancement Project.
The long-awaited TVET program, Technical Vocational Education Training, TVET, will commence in full during the first quarter of 2020 with expansion work at the Charleston Multipurpose Center and the technical wing at the Gingerland Secondary School. In order to facilitate this program, while still pursuing the school's curriculum, it will be necessary to construct a number of temporary classrooms to relocate the students of both technical wings during the construction phase of the project. We have made adequate provisions in this budget under the relevant ministries to meet these costs.
The TVET Enhancement Project aims to improve the quality and delivery of the technical and vocational courses offered to students in St. Kitts and Nevis. Meantime, in 2020, the Nevis Island Administration's Information Technology IT Department will facilitate coding workshops for students in Nevis. The Honorable Troy Leiber, Junior Minister of Information Technology, says the workshops will teach students how to create software programs for mobile devices, also referred to as apps.
Coding is what you use to make programs that run just about everything. Run the camera, run the phone, run the tablets, run your car. Your car has a little computer in it. The computer has a program on it. Coding is what you use to write the instructions on the computer. And as we've advanced, the coding has advanced also. So a lot of the coding that is being done now is being done through the web. It's more internet-based coding and also a lot of app-based coding. So students are now learning how to make apps, basically. And we're going to have 2 workshops next year that's going to teach our young people how they can not just consume apps, but they will be able to create apps.
The aim of the coding workshops is to allow the island's young people to participate in what is now the fastest growing career field, information technology. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information Thank you for viewing.